folks, I am Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z News, the only toy news not for reviews, but for all of yous. That's right, my Zillions, it is a Monday, and we are doing the Ultra Z News tonight because I couldn't do it last night. It was Easter, I wasn't home most of the day, and, you know, I really wanted to run that unboxing of the Hiya Toys Shimo. It was a much easier video to do, but also there was synergy between the original Ultra Z News that announced the Hiya Shimo was on Easter Sunday last year. So exactly a year to the day, you know, give or take a couple of weeks there because Easter falls on different days. You know, it was Easter Sunday again. I got the package in on Saturday, and I didn't get to open it till Saturday, late Saturday night. So I was like, you know what, this is perfect. Anywho, we are doing the news to start off your week. We got a lot to talk about. I mean, I guess not a ton, but we are going to kick things off with those pesky tariffs once again because, you know, the news keeps evolving, and it is very, very important to all we do here and, you know, all you do with collecting. So without further ado, let's get to the news. Okay, let's kick things off talking about Entertainment Earth. You guys know I'm a supporter of Entertainment Earth. I love shopping there. I like to post links up here, Facebook, wherever, on Entertainment Earth because I do feel like they provide a really good service. They have great customer service. I've had nothing but great experiences at Entertainment Earth. I definitely want to preface this by saying that. However, on Friday, on my Facebook page, I had to call them out because I always have a bunch of stuff in my cart and a save for later feature because I'm always, you know, getting ready to buy the next thing. And I was ready to purchase something, so I went into my cart to move something, and I noticed everything in my cart had gone up significantly. There was no notice, there was no notes anywhere on the site, no emails about it, just everything went up. Today we did get an email from Entertainment Earth about upcoming price changes due to the tariffs, of course, which is terrible, ongoing situation. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing in there about in-stock items going up. Yes, I get it. They cannot absorb all the cost increases and tariffs. However, putting those costs on top of items already in stock in your warehouse that you are not getting a charge for anymore, they're not getting charged for it, right? And putting those costs on us is not a great business practice. I think it's disingenuous to do so. It's taking advantage of an already bad situation, and I cannot support that. That is very, very bad. So I had to call them out on that. I get it. These are crazy times, but that's long run. I don't think that helps you, as you know, that just makes you look bad, in my opinion. And I hope other stores don't do this as well, because it's just a really, really bad way to go. And again, it's disingenuous, especially when their email today says upcoming price changes, not price changes of stuff that is in stock in their warehouse. That is not cool. I hope there's a remedy to that before anything else, because I would like to continue supporting Entertainment Earth, but I had to call that out. That is a really unfortunate way to go about business. So I got this from the Articulation series that Bandai has informed us that Tamashi Nation's collectible items currently in transit will not incur any tariff-related charges for retailers. Very, very good. However, Bandai has decided to pause all new shipments until the end of May, allowing them time to assess the situation. So some news there from Bandai Tamashi. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So anything that's already in transit will not incur charges. So how does that affect stuff on Entertainment Earth, I wonder? Which will be interesting. And other retailers, see how they handle that. But then, you know, anything else that was supposed to come out, let's say, in May or like late April, it sounds like it's getting pushed at the very least to the end of May. So if you had Tamashi items coming soon, do be aware of that. Next, HLJ announced that DHL and FedEx will no longer be available methods for shipping because they're going to cost way too much for the foreseeable future. EMS will be available, so we'll see how much that costs. I do have a few items in the next few months at HLJ, so yeah, fingers crossed on that, but that's not great. Last but not least, on a bit of sort of good news, Star Ace has announced, if you get Star Ace products, that they will, and this is smart, and I hope other companies think about this, they will start shipping stuff directly from their warehouses that are, from their factories that are outside of China. So anything that they produce in Bangladesh will go right from Bangladesh to where it's got to go in the US, and that will avoid you know, the massive tariff charges against China. So, pretty smart. I hope other companies take advantage of that. Yay, finally, toys! Let's talk some movie monster series because there's a whole bunch of new ones coming. First up, a Godzilla and Camibus 2003 set. Lot of a P Bandai stuff, which this is, and it looks pretty cool. Camibus, dead Camibus, looks very, very cool and a nice thing to get. And then we got a brand new KAIJU, which looks absolutely gorgeous. This 2.0 KAIJU was well needed because the old one just wasn't that good. I believe this one is a general release. I could be wrong. This is a Godzilla store exclusive, though. It's a Godzilla and Megazord, which look really cool from their final battle. So it's kind of like that Megazord when he's like kind of like going really, really fast and like... You know that noise? But also another P Bandai KAIJU. This is the Absolute Zero version. And this one actually comes with an LED feature. So that's pretty neat for movie monster series. I kind of dig that. So lots of cool stuff upcoming. Lots of P Bandai stuff. But again, how does the tariffs affect this stuff? That's the thing we're going to have to wait and see. For everyone that has seen the upcoming Superman movie trailer, you know that there's a kaiju in it. Kind of looks like an axolotl. It looks pretty cool, somewhere between an axolotl and Clover. Well, we're getting a mega fig of it, and yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. There's no doubt about it. There's also a Superman and a Crypto coming. For those of you that like the figures, it looks really nice. Crypto, yeah, I like me some Crypto. But that mega kaiju figure looks awesome and definitely something I want to get personally. There's also going to be a Spin Master, I believe, set with Superman and the kaiju. It's going to be like a slime set. Kind of cool, I guess, you know. Like, it's kind of interesting if you care for, like, slime figures, which in this household we do not. But I do think it's kind of cute nonetheless. And lastly, on that front, I think we're also getting, like, an Imagine X kaiju with Superman. And spoiler, it's in chains, so that's interesting. Speaking of fighting kaijus, you're going to be able to fight kaijus in your Infinity Studio. Heavy Mecha Gypsy Danger just joins. The Crimson Dynamite. I think there was one other so far announced. For some reason, I thought this had been announced already too. I think it did, and then it was like kind of like backtracked. It does look awesome. It's gonna run about $225, and that is before again any sort of tariffs kick in. But it does look absolutely stunning. Speaking of stunning, 3.0 has a new Optimus Primal coming out in their deluxe line and looks really, really, really nice. I believe this is an exclusive version, the Beast Wars Universe Edition, you know, so Beast Wars colors, beautiful stuff. The next Transformer is to be getting the missing link treatment looks to be Grimlock and Ultra Magnus. Oh, you know, I am definitely getting the Grimlock, and possibly the Ultra Magnus too, because I always like that G1 toy. But yeah, please make these two happen. Let's talk some figure arts, and first up, some Star Wars figure arts, because finally, General Grievous is getting an SH figure arts. You know that's gonna be a must-get for me. Also, at Star Wars Celebration Japan was revealed Luke and Yoda, as well as little Anakin and Mace Windu. So some really cool Star Wars items coming up. Then we're getting a brand new Goku, which apparently features a Figure Arts 3.0 body with additional articulation in the shoulders and a few other parts. It looks really nice. I definitely want to see more about that. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Is finally getting a Yugi, and much needed, especially with all the SH Monster Arts figures that have been coming out from Yu-Gi-Oh! And upcoming as well. So you're gonna have to get your Yugi to stand in front of them. And this one looks really nice, with a lot of nice effect parts and equipment. So yeah, it looks like a decent set for sure. Bam Presto has a new Godzilla Final Wars Final Goji coming out, and a little roaring Goji, which looks really nice. And then Kitmaker Fujimi has a Godzilla -1 kind of super deformed figure, like how they've been doing it coming. And Super 7 is teasing yet another fun Godzilla that's going to be another Amazon exclusive, so that's pretty cool. This weekend, Four Horsemen Studio released their latest figure, Obscura figure, and it is a Ganesha, and oh my gosh, this looks absolutely stunning, with a lot of cool accessories, of course. This looks like one of their best figure Obscuras. I didn't get it, but boy, it was very tempting to get for sure. So if you're into Mythic Legions and the figure Obscura stuff, this one is definitely for you. In Bandai's DX Robo Universe, we are getting a black and gold Megazord. This is a P Bandai exclusive, unfortunately, but boy, does that look nice. On the ever-increasing in popularity Korean robot scene, we are getting a Tobot. I'm gonna say it. Bootleg Wild King. I know it's much more than that, but boy, does this just look like Wild King. The Transformers Wild King from Takara. Yeah, this is a little bit odd. What's looking much cooler, though, from Metal Cardbot is this awesome looking blast train. Very nice. It definitely has a Black Might Gain feel. Really liking this. I really want to try out this line. It just looks super cool. This weekend was WrestleMania, and to coincide, Mattel released a bunch of reveals, and you know, the only one I want to talk about is Demolition with Mr. Fuji. I believe it's going to be a set, which would be excellent. I love Demolition, one of my favorite tag teams. I would love to get this. Let's talk some dinos, because Nanmu has teased that they're doing a Spinosaurus in their Smart line. That's right, an articulated Spinosaurus from Nanmu. Figma surprised us because they are doing some raptors that gonna come with some saddles. For real. That's very interesting. So you can use these for your Figma figures to ride on alongside with the horses that they release, and you can have yourself a little raptor versus horse race. Why not? I missed this one last week, but for those of you that are fans of Friday the 13th, getting a Pamela Voresh from NECA, so that's pretty cool to go with your Jasons. Why not? New Age Toys is doing a Legend Scale Skybound comic Optimus Prime. They call it David. They've done a bunch of variants of this Optimus Prime before, but now you're gonna be able to get it with the Megatron arm, which is pretty cool as its own thing. I do dig that. Neo Pleo 1 is doing a Grimlock vinyl figure. At least I think it's Grimlock. It looks like Grimlock to me, but it looks awesome. And last but not least, how about a Taters, or whatever this is called, Mr. Potato Head Godzilla. a little bit of humor to end off this episode of the Ultra Z news. There was a lot of heaviness before, but look at this guy. So there you go, guys. That is the news. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below on any of these. And if you are new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Until next time, peace out, peeps.